Coming. I'm very happy with this turnout for the first, hopefully, annual talent show. And we're hoping that now that you've seen the variety of talents that our congregation has, that maybe next year you'll say, hey, I do something I can put in the talent show too, because we want it to be even bigger and better next year. But thank you for all of the exhibitors and all of the performers who signed up to be with us tonight. And I'm sure it's going to be a very enjoyable performance. So before we start, I'm going to say a prayer because we didn't say one before you ate, and that's kind of what we do, so I thought we should say one. And I promise I won't make you stand up and do the Superman prayer. So if you'll join me in prayer, please. Dear God, we thank you so much for this evening and this chance to gather in fellowship in your name. We thank you for all of the special talents and abilities that you have given to all of your children. Whether they're on display tonight or whether they're hidden in secret, you have given everybody something that they can use to make this world a better place. Please bless us as we gather tonight, and thank you for the generosity of our people who support our youth, both prayerfully and financially and through encouragement. We thank you for all of this. Amen. Okay, and without further ado, the two gentlemen are ready and waiting to go, so Robbie and Tim will perform Caventina. Thank you very much. All righty, and our next performance will be Tallulah Hoffman singing Heart of Stone.
Got a good heart, but no, it changes. A restless tide, untamable. You came my way, and I knew a storm could come too. You'd lift me high, or let me fall. But I took your hand, promised I'd withstand any blaze. You blew my way, 'cause something inside it solidified, and I knew I'd always stay. You can build me up, you can tear me down, you can try, but I'm unbreakable. You can do your best, but I'll stand the test. You'll find that I'm unshakable. When the fire's burned, the wind has blown, the water's dried, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone. You say we're perfect, a perfect family. You hold us close for the world to see. And when I say you're the only one I've ever loved, I mean those words truthfully. But I know without my son, your love could disappear. And no, it isn't fair, but I don't care, 'cause my love will still be here. You can build me up, you can tear me down, you can try, but I'm unbreakable. You can do your best, but I'll stand the test. You'll find that I'm unshakable. When the fire's burned, the wind has blown, the water's dried, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone. Soon I'll have to go. I'll never see him grow, but I hope my son will know he'll never be alone. 'Cause like a river runs dry and leaves its scars behind, I'll be by your side, 'cause my love is set in stone. I'm unbreakable. The fire's burned, the wind has blown, the water's dried, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone can't break me, can't break me. Stone can't break me, can't break me. Stone can't break me, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone.
Thank you, Tallulah. That was lovely. And now we have our confirmation class performing a skit called The Love Ball.
Oh, God. Ow. What? Why is there a giant ball? God, did you give this to me? Am I supposed to protect it? Thanks.
Yo, Tim, that's a super cool ball. Come on, let's play.
No, God gave it to me, and I think I have to protect it. So I shouldn't play with it, so it might shrink.
Tim, come on.
I'm supposed to protect it.
It's like made of bubble. It'll be fine.
But God gave it to me, so I have to protect it. It's a beach ball now. Why did it shrink?
Whoa, Tim, that's such a cool beach ball. We should hit it around a bit.
No, God gave it to me, so I have to protect it. I can't play with it, or else it might shrink again.
Oh, come on, just a few minutes.
No, God, I have to protect it.
Such a loser.
Whoa, Tim, you look petrified. Was that basketball? You want to shoot some hoops for a few minutes?
No, God gave it to me, and it keeps shrinking, so I have to protect it.
Just a few minutes, bro.
No, I can't play with it, or else it might shrink more.
This is why no one likes you.
It's a soccer ball now. Why does it keep shrinking?
Whoa, Tim, that's a really cool soccer ball. You want to kick it around for a bit?
No, it keeps shrinking, so I have to protect it so it doesn't shrink more.
Come on, just a couple minutes.
No, God gave it to me, so I can't play with it. I have to protect it.
All right, if you say so.
Now it's a softball. Oh, no.
That's such a cool softball. We should, throw it or something.
No, God gave it to me, so I have to protect it.
I said let's throw it.
No, I have to protect it. I can't play with her, or else it might shrink more. It's a ping pong ball now.
Wow, Tim, is that a ping pong ball? I have some paddles if you want to play.
No, God gave it to me, and it keeps shrinking, so I have to protect it.
Are you sure you're just not scared? I'll go easy on you.
No, I have to protect it.
Okay, fine.
It's just a marble now. God, why do you keep shrinking it?
That's a nice marble. Do you want to play?
No, I guess I have nothing left to lose. It's a soft ping pong ball again.
Are you ready to play now?
I guess. It's a softball again.
Are you playing?
Yes.
Yay!
It's a soccer ball again. It's growing again.
You guys finally decided to play?
Yes. Let's play with it. It's a basketball again.
Whoa, I saw these LeBron highlights. If you want to play basketball now.
Sure, why not?
All right. Go. 3. No.
It's a beach ball again.
So you finally decided to play with it?
Yeah, let's play beach volleyball.
Yeah.
It's the giant ball again.
Wow, Tim, you finally decided to play with the big one.
All right, let's go. So, I was supposed to share it after all, God. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, confirmation kids. And Grace Scholl is up next, and she will perform Hallelujah on her viola. Nice job, Grace. Thank you, Grace. And now we have the Schomburger family with some piano selections. Are you done, or is there more? One more, okay. Thank you, Kyla and Christy. That was awesome. Okay, next up, we have our resident comedian, Danielle Kolick, with It's Pun-Believable.
Yo, I hope you guys are this kind after I really kill you with these jokes. All right, so if you know anything about me, you know that I love jokes. The cornier, the better. Actually, especially jokes about the eyes, the cornea, the better. All right, we'll start off with some clean work jokes. So what do dentists call x-rays? Toothpicks. I know. We're starting off low. Okay. So I'm sure that you know what the janitor said when he jumped out of the closet. Supplies. No? And I also laugh at my own jokes. Why don't scientists trust atoms? They make up everything. And then this last one, what is the best way to criticize your boss? Very quietly. That one wasn't a joke, it's like a life lesson, actually. So, Well, we'll move on to some animal jokes now. So, how do you measure a snake? Well, in inches, because they don't have feet. Am I right? Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you. I love the forced laughter. What do you call a toothless grizzly? A gummy bear, of course. Thank you. Gosh, you guys. And of course, you know what to call a dog who's also a magician. A labracadabrador. And then, of course, the classic, what did the buffalo say when his son went off to college? Bye, son. There are some all-new dad jokes for 2025, so this is what I'm going to read you now. And this is not true about me. My husband can attest to this. I am such a good navigator, a self-driving car once asked me for directions. Didn't happen, but it's a good one. Why do melons have weddings? Well, because they can't elope. I know, it's great. Watch what you say around the egg whites. They can't take a yolk. What's the best way to save your dad jokes? In a database. Database, thank you. I went to an aquarium this weekend, but I didn't stay long. There's something fishy about that place. I don't know. This one, you young guys, you'll understand this one too, and young girls. What do you call a sheep who can sing and dance? Lady Baba. This one's probably my personal favorite. What do you call a French man wearing sandals? Philippe Philip. Why can't dinosaurs clap their hands? Well, because they're extinct, of course. And my last one, I'll leave you on a good one. I gave my handyman a to-do list, but he only did jobs 1, 3, and 5. Turns out he only does the odd jobs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. I need a copy of those to send to my great nephew who loves those jokes. Okay, we are going to be thrilled next by Freddie Hoffman, who's going to be playing Yellow After the Rain on the marimba. Thank you, Freddie. We're going to invite the Colton and Schomburgers up again, Sharon and Christy, to play a piano duet of Barn Dance. Thank you, Christy and Sharon. We had the barn dancers over here in the pews while you were playing. Okay, and now we're going to invite our very own storyteller, Gary Zaleski, to tell us about the stair tread disaster.
My cousin Ken had grown up on the farm, and he married a farm gal, and out on the farm, the cats stayed out in the barn. That was fine with them. But the two little girls, Kristen and Laura, wanted to get a cat. Ken said, we could get a dog. Nope, it's going to be a cat. So somebody had a cat. They went and looked at it, and they came home with it. It was a great big Siamese male. Now, I don't know what you know about cats, but Siamese are loud. And when they yowl, everybody knows. When Coco yowled, it upset everybody. The girls loved the cat. Ken said he still wished they gotten a dog. It was fall, a warm, sunny Sunday afternoon. When they could have all the windows open, Ken said, I'm going to put those new rubber stair treads on the basement stairs. Figured he'd start at the top. He'd take a paintbrush and paint the glue on and step down one step and paint the next step and step down another one till he got all the way to the bottom. And then at the bottom, he put the treads on 1, 2, 3, 4, back up. He told his wife, now, keep this door shut. I'm going to be working here. She said, well, I'm going next door and see the neighbor. Fine. They didn't explain to the girls what was necessary to keep the door shut. So at the bottom of the stairs where all the glue was on, the girls decided they were going to go next door. So Laura opens the door to outside. But Kristen said, I'll tell Dad. Dad, we're going to Amy's. If you have a cat and there's a door shut, something is happening, and you want to find out what's happening. So the minute that door's open, they're in there. Right through the glue. Bump, 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 to the bottom of the steps where the screaming and swearing started. And the cat went, I don't want to be here, and went up the steps through the glue, bup, 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 all the way up again. And flew out the back door that was still open. Now Ken was trapped in the basement, and he couldn't go up the stairs because it was covered in glue. So he had to put all the treads on. And the more he did, the madder he got. When they got outside, it appeared that the people and the cat all agreed this is not a good thing because there was leaves and grass and sticks and dirt stuck to the bottom of the cat's paws. And while the cat was looking bewildered, trying to figure out what do I do with this, Ken grabbed him and they went out to the front porch and sat down. He said, call the vet, tell him we're coming in. She said, it's Sunday. Call him anyway. They called. He answered, said, oh, really? Well, it's Sunday. And I'll tell you what you need to do. You're going to have to get the glue off. What do I do to do that? Acetone. What's that? Nail polish remover. Okay. But you need to know that if there's cuts and scratches, it's not going to go well. It's going to really sting. So once you get that loose, you're going to have to wash his paws with soap and water. But you can't leave the soap on because the cat's going to lick his paws. So then you got to rinse the soap. So we got an 18-pound male cat with all his claws who says, I don't like it here. And it's Sunday afternoon. People are out grilling and they're outside and they're sitting around. And the whole neighborhood is wondering, what exactly are they doing? Now the cat's beginning to squall, and then the acetone hit. And then it really let loose. And so then the fight was on, and the claws are going every which direction, and Ken was not letting loose of this cat. So then they had to get the soap, and then they had to rinse, and they had to do all this stuff. In the midst of it all, the neighbor guy comes over with a beer can in his hand. You need help killing that cat? So Ken thought about that, and he said, I declined, but I thought it wasn't a bad idea. But when it was all said and done, they turned the cat loose and things returned to normal. And through it all, Ken said, it would have been easier if we just had a dog.
Well, that would be why I'm a dog person, I'll tell you. Well, now we have Isaac Langley, our very own choir director, who is going to sing a vocal solo called Autumn Evening, and he is accompanied by Sharon Colt. Thank you, Isaac. And now Jillian Anderson will treat us to Beautiful City, vocal solo.
Out of the ruins and rubble, out of the smoke, out of our night of struggle, can we see a ray of hope? One pale thin ray reaching for the day. We can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build a city of men. We may not reach the ending, but we can start slowly but truly mending, brick by brick, heart by heart. Now, maybe now, we start learning how we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build a city of man. When your trust is all but shattered, when your faith is all but killed, you can give up bitter and battered, or you can slowly start to build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but finally a city of men. A city of man.
Thank you, Julian. That was awesome. And now we are going to be treated to a duetto bufu de du gatti, Isaac and Micah Langley, otherwise known as Duet of Dueling Cats. I'm not sure, but I think those cats got into some glue. And now we have a special performance by our handbell quartet. I inadvertently forgot to put them in the program, and I knew they were going to play. I had so many notes of stuff with this and that and the other, and I just didn't get it. But anyway, our handbell quartet is Sharon Colton, Barb Minert, Alice Brown, and Louise White. And the two pieces that they are going to play is For the Beauty of the Earth and Onward, Christian Soldiers. Well, I don't know about you, but this evening far surpassed my expectations. And so I want to thank everybody for the wonderful job that they did, and thank you for giving your time and talents for our enjoyment. Before I do my poem, I just have a couple of announcements. First of all, we want to say thank you to Josh Scholl, who has been our sound person over there, and he had to tie in 2 recordings. And he is going to, he's recorded this service, so we're hoping it will be up on our YouTube channel, so folks who didn't get to see us can. So folks who didn't get a chance to see the Howling Cats will get to see them. So, and also I wanted to thank our Family Educational Ministry Committee is the one who hosted our charcuterie giant table downstairs, and that was, yep. That was Barb Meinert, Kara Lawson, Danielle Kolick, Carrie Needham, Kim Langley. Sarah Hoffman's part of our committee, but she was off at a basketball game, and Chris McAndrews was also gone tonight, but they put all the food together and probably did all the cleanup and everything, so we want to thank them too. So thanks a lot, and like I said, I hope this will be the first annual event, and maybe we'll get to do this again next year with even more folks. I'm going to end with a poem tonight written by a young man named Leslie Hunter, who is a youth director at Holy Family Lutheran Church in Chicago, Illinois, and this poem is called Pencil and Pen. Pencil was passive, preferring peaceful pursuits of penmanship. Pen was pushy, plotting to promote his power on paper. Pen picked on pencil, poking fun at his point. Pencil showed patience and politely said, "Please let me pass." But pen gave pencil a push that broke his poised posture. Pestered by this problem, pencil prepared to pack a powerful punch to pound and pulverize the pest, but decided to pause and remembered such a practice was prohibited by his personality. He said to himself, "I'm a preaching pencil, providing positive possibilities for the people. I've been in the hands of many prophets, priests, popes, and pastors who parade the pulpit proclaiming the precious promise of peace with power, like Peter and Paul. I've helped print passages, paragraphs, and pages of proverbs and parables, all to promote God's praise. So I must be persistent in my pursuit of peace." So pencil said to pen, "Pardon me, what's your purpose? Is this pressure a plan to protect your pride?" Pen said, "No, my process is progress, to propel my popularity to the pinnacle of proud potential, plus puncture and plunder all the piles of plain paper for my pleasure." Pencil said, "May I make a proposal?" Pen said, "Proceed." "Peep this," said pencil, "perhaps the path you pave is pretentious. Your presumption is that you prevail in the presence of the public, but in private you ponder your poor perception of prosperity and discover that pride is your prison." "Punk, please," said pen. "I'm pruned to produce peak performance, predestined for the prize. I'm proactive, prolific, and profound, bound for prominence, partner. Not to mention my past, I was the property of pimps, players, and crooked politicians, modern-day pirates who pick pockets at poker parties. I've signed fake passports, written profanity in playgrounds, and helped pupils pass term papers through plagiarism. I've had a rough past. It was pathetic, but I learned to push my way to paradise." "But there's a penalty in pushing," said pencil. "What penalty?" said pen. "When that push pummels your peers to the pavement." "So," said pen, "I must provide for my pleasure. My prospect takes precedence when it comes to the pursuit of my pedestal." "I see," said pencil, "but when your bold point is through, what then will you pursue?" Pen was silent, for this was a potential problem he had previously predicted, but was paralyzed by a lack of solutions to prevent it. Pencil continued, "What does it profit, now pen, just think, to gain the whole paper but forfeit your ink? See, perseverance has its place when its partner is prudence. It might seem like a peculiar package, but it's potent when practiced properly. Maybe you're a bit perplexed by this puzzle, but it's positivity, pure and practical, and I've got proof. I once was a pen. But you're a pencil, said Pen. I know, but I used to be a pen. My past was pretty pitiful, anything but proper. I was a procrastinating, prejudiced, premature, perverted punk with no principles on a prelude to the pits. But then I met this prince who told me of a promise and how he paid the price for my past. He was punished for my penalties, then pulled up to paradise where he prepares a place for me at this present time. He changed me from a pen whose ink was permanent into a pencil whose mistakes could be erased. So, pen, you don't have to play the part of a pushy pen. You can be a pencil and partake in the precious privileges of his peace. But how, said Pen, by simply accepting his precious gift to make you a pencil. That's it, precisely. A pencil is just a pen with the C-I-L at the end. That's true, said Pen, but what's a C-I-L? Christ is leading. That's the difference between your past and your future. Christ is leading. This powerful proclamation penetrated the heart of Pen, and pooped by his previous pain, Pen permitted Pencil to point him toward the proper path. So they prayed and began to praise, and these two pals played on pieces of purple paper with passion. And then Pen produced a puffy pink eraser at his base. Look, Pencil, an eraser is now in its place. And what should I call it? And Pencil said, Grace. Then something peculiar popped out of his head, and Pen said, Whoa! And Pencil said, as a pen, you were the leader. As a pen, you were the head. But now that you're a pencil, it's time to be led. Well, thank you, everybody, so much for coming. This has been great, and I hope you enjoyed your evening. One more round of applause for all of our performers.